Listen, Asari Dokubo is a hypocrite. You were there when he was saying that let everybody come down, sovereign or no nonsense, no sovereign. We are not after that again. He says he's from Calabar and that his ancestors are from Igbo. The right day he said he was an Igbo man. Where he's telling you Abam is in Abia State, around Ohofia, Item, Abriba, Abam, that area.
Okay.
He's a hypocrite. When he goes to Nigeria, they give him plenty money. Remember, he said he gave Tinubu $2 million to run his election.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Tinubu did not debunk that. Nobody debunked it. I know it's true. But he's a friend to Tinubu. They've been friends for long. He even goes to the mother of Tinubu with Tinubu. So they know him there. Yes, they know him. But I want to let you know about Asari Dokubo. He has no truth in his mouth. They buy him over. He will come with his boys and start killing people in the East. And they will say that...
He said it by himself. He said that his boys is fighting in the East. So that one is not an allegation. It's what he said by himself.
Good. Yeah. So I'm correct. So, and tomorrow he will say that that's the unknown gunman you're looking at. It's his men. But just 3 weeks ago, our army dealt with him, dealt with his boys. And he ran away and was crying himself.
Now, I want to ask you a question, sir. As an experienced Biafra soldier before, with all these, issues going on here and there, why is it that the Southeast governors, the politicians have never come out to say, what is Asari Dokubo boys doing in our states? Why is this civilian, let me just say, like, his armed robbers or his court group coming to the Southeast to shoot guns, to do all sort of things. And this man is not denying it. He's making press briefing that his boys are in the East. No police, no army, nobody invited him. What is going on? Can you just, in your own NATO experience, tell us what could be going on?
Asari Dokubo was into bunkering with his men until the federal government gave, what is this man's name? To be guarding the pipes. Tompolo. That was where he already had made his money. Asari Dokubo has a university in Republic of Benin.
Yeah.
He has a university in Republic of Benin. He has made his money. So he now left and started with his gang. I call them gangsters. With his gangsters. He comes into the East and destabilize the whole place, and they will say it is ipob. ipob kill no man. ipob has never killed anybody. That's the truth. It is Asari Dokubo's men. And you see, he accepted it. And I don't know why the government is still keeping him. Look at the Anambra governor saying that they should not release Nnamdi Kanu. Why?
He said it indirectly. He did not just say they should not release Nnamdi Kanu. He said that releasing Nnamdi Kanu will not stop insecurity. Indirectly, what he's saying is that even though you release this man, it's of no relevance, keep him.
That was why I said he said they should not release him. Because if they release Nnamdi Kanu today, there will be peace in the East.
I believe.
I am telling you.
Totally agree. I believe that.
There will be peace.
I believe that.
Our governors, the only two governors that are not that are not doing all this nasty thing in the East are the Ebonyi governor and the Abia governor. These two governors.
and Oti.
Yeah. You see, the worst is our own governor in the East, in Imo. That's the worst. He's dancing to the tune of the Fulanis. The same thing with Soludo and the other man that is in Enugu, my brother.
Okay.
They can never allow, those people will not allow Nnamdi to come out because they know if Nnamdi comes out, they are in trouble. Yes, they're in trouble. Because our boys, and if anything happens to Nnamdi today, I'm sorry to tell you, a lot will go down. A lot of people will go down in the East. Now, our people that are, if our men that are in House of Representative and Senate and the governors come together and tell Tinubu, today we are here to tell you to release our man. He's our boy from this Eastern Nigeria. Leave him, let him go. There will be peace. Hold us responsible if there is no peace. And I want to let you know what happened in Christmas. This Christmas.
Okay.
Enugu Okigwe Road. Army people had a roadblock. The motors, the cars and the lorries that were there could get up to about 15 miles.
Yeah, I saw the video.
They asked all of them to come out and put their hands on their head. I want to ask you, are we prisoners of war? Are we prisoners of war? It's only prisoners of war you will deal with like that. And tomorrow, if the boys, small boys, don't pick up any kind of arms and stick and go to the roadblock and finish those ones there, they will say, if Asari Dokubo comes and does it, they will say it's a ipob. Yes, because
no, I understand the whole game. You know why? Because I am from Delta State, for example, and in Delta State we don't have all those things like ES and all those things. It doesn't exist in Delta State, okay?
At all, but yes.
In our bushes, we used to see dead bodies. People are being kidnapped every day. People are dying every day. So when people are making business allegations, sometimes I still blame some Biafra agitators, especially who will claim what they do not do. Because most of these things going on are not from Biafra agitators. Because in my state, Biafra agitators are not there like that, you understand? But these things are happening more in my state than the Southeast. I mean more. They're happening more in my state than the Southeast. So that is an ugly situation that we are seeing. But I am still asking the question, why nobody is even questioning what Asari Dokubo is saying? We have mainstream media, like Channels Television and Rise News. Why can't they discuss something like this? Look at what Asari Dokubo said. At the time, he was bringing out AK-47 in his live video, threatening the people. Till today, nobody.
They are brandishing it. He has men. He has men up to about 10,000. You are hearing it for the first time. He has about 10,000 men. If he becomes 10,010, that is 10 battalions. He can hold any state to a standstill before an army can come, and then Air Force and others. Asari Dokubo, yes. I'm not saying what I don't know. He used to boast about it now. Let me tell you one thing. Our governors everywhere, both the West, Delta, and the East, like that, like when they had that, when Akere Dolu was alive.
Yeah.
Akere Dolu was alive. That was when they had that thing. If Akere Dolu were to be alive, by now, the Fulanis dealing with you people in Delta, it's Fulanis. They are in your bushes. Very, very well. Ask for Gwash. Ask people in Gwash. Ask people in Oshimili.
No. I know what you are talking about. At a time, some of them were killed at a time. We saw them. We know. We know those people are terrorizing. All right, sir. Before I will come back to you about this issue of Niger, a guest is in the house here. Let us welcome him, Mr. Erasmus. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my brother. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah. Do us a favor by turning down your device there. Turn down your device there. Just off it so that we can communicate well.
No. I'm not using my. Okay, let me remove it from loudspeaker. Let me remove it from my earphone.
Yeah. Because I'm seeing a negative feedback here.
Okay, let me remove from earphone. Is it better now?
I think it's better.
Hello?
I think it's better. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. You know, the reason I joined, I heard the question you asked about, and I don't think it dwell much on it. The question of why is it that the political leaders in the Southeast are quiet on what the claim Asari is making?
Yes, and he is not making the claim by paper writing. He is making a speech He is granting interviews saying my boys are the one fighting in the southeast, and nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, that is a conversation that every Biafran should be holding right now. Now, for me, the weakest House of Assembly members in Nigeria, the weakest politicians in Nigeria are from the southeast.
Okay.
And another thing I'm seeing, the people of the southeast are not even holding their politicians accountable.
Yeah.
How can somebody from even another region be constantly making claims that his boys are killing people in your own region, and no single member of the House of Assembly, whether Senate, has come out to say we need an explanation to what is happening? And the people on which the constitution these people are representing are not even coming out to demand for these their people to speak.
Yeah.
You know, it's absurd. It's absurd. Now, let me point out something. There was one of your videos I watched. In that video, you missed one thing. Do you notice that Asari Dokubo, the last claim when he talked about his boys are in the theater and one other place fighting, remember? Now, do you remember the news that you just released where the military said their people were attacked?
Two soldiers were killed. Exactly.
According to the military, which we know is false. Do you remember where they said it happened? Theater. It's the same theater.
Yes.
The same theater as Asari Dokubo. Are you linking it now? The same place as Asari Dokubo mentioned. It's the same theater. So why are the politicians in the southeast dumb? Why are they silent? Why are they keeping quiet? Now, the only person that was putting pressure on the politicians in the southeast right from the beginning, I've always said that none of the main politicians in the southeast want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. I've always said it. A lot of people, even including yourself, were misled, thinking that some of these politicians are actually want them to release Nnamdi Kanu. No, from the beginning, I've always said it. None of the main politicians wanted to release Nnamdi Kanu, including Soludo. You saw his last outing, what he said. The only reason that was pressurizing them to start making those broadcasts, when they make the broadcasts in the daytime, in the night, they would tell the federal government the other thing, is because of what Ekpa, their Twitter of Ekpa, they know what Ekpa can do. That was why immediately you saw Ekpa was arrested in Finland. Soludo came out to indirect anybody who is smart will know that he's telling federal government, please, now it's publicly telling them do not release Nnamdi Kanu. Because the truth is that people that even come on air, that even pretend to say release Nnamdi Kanu, none of them has really convinced me that they want Nnamdi Kanu released. I'm not even talking only the politicians. Because somebody said he wants freedom. He wants Biafra. Now you are saying, you come on air, you come on television, national television, say release Nnamdi Kanu is the solution to the insecurity, to stop the insecurity in the southeast. None of them has come out to face the underlying situation to say release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra. Because that's what Nnamdi Kanu wants. So how can you be saying releasing Nnamdi Kanu is the solution to the insecurity? You are not talking about the core reason. So the core reason why was he kidnapped in the first place? He wants freedom. So if you don't address the core root, so we release him. Is that what this is? Release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra. That's the only anybody who will be bold. Have you seen any politician say that? Any politician who will be bold to come on air and say release Nnamdi Kanu and discuss Biafra, that's the person that wants Nnamdi Kanu released. The rest are just faking it. And I hold our brothers in the Southeast responsible. They are not doing their work. They are not putting their politicians on their toes. And that's why somebody from another region can come and be openly bragging that is killing your people. And if people will keep quiet, nobody is even holding their look at Christmas now. Nobody is holding their politician and going marching to the politicians out and say, we demand an explanation of what Asari is doing. If the politicians, if the governors cannot do it, if the House members cannot do it, what are senators? Nobody is holding them accountable. So why will this thing not continue? It will continue. Asari Dokubo will continue to kill until the people decide to stop it. That's just the truth.
All right. Now I want to ask you just few questions. Okay, let me just restrict it to one question. Now, when it comes to the issue of Biafra and all these things, I could remember the date, the exact date. I'm just seeing the Southeast governors where they were standing holding that white paper when they were proscribing IPOB in the Southeast. Now, before the proscription of IPOB, I can tell you that we don't have insecurity challenges like this. Insecurity have been there in Nigeria right from time, but not at this level. Now, The reason why they proscribed IPOB was just because of influence of Nnamdi Kanu. Anything Nnamdi Kanu wants people to do, he will get it done. Because he can mobilize people without funds. He can, anytime even he himself, once he walked down along the street, look at his back, 500,000 people are following him. Thousands of people are already following him. So this is their fear. Now, come to think about this. The reason why I'm taking you back to this issue of Asari Dokubo, because what I am saying, what we are saying here is not going to end here. I was speaking to one person in Anambra State yesterday. I don't want to mention his name for some reasons. I was telling him that, look at, this is the purpose why I called you. Look at what what is it called? The proclamation of this man, that his boys are fighting in the southeast. What is the nature of the contract between you people and Asari Dokubo? Or what is the nature of the contract between federal government and Asari Dokubo? Because we are all dreaming. All these things are illusion. We say security, security, security. Let us trace this thing now. Someone is telling you that his boys are in the... What are they doing? Who are they fighting? And what uniform does his boy wear? How will you know his boys? There are so many questions I asked the man today. He said, okay, the question you are asking is genuine. I think I have to call my fellow representatives so that we can discuss about it. Maybe our talk will die there. You understand? Because I don't trust them. The talk could just die there. But the question I'm asking, what do we do to know the truth?
It is
to bring all these people. Okay.
It is the people. You heard what I said. I said the people of the Southeast are not putting their members on their toes. You understand?
Okay.
They are not giving them pressure. Do you think those members, they do not know what is happening? Do you think they don't know? They know what is happening. But they are not being pushed. They are not being forced. The reason why you saw the people like Soludo pretending to go and see Nnamdi Kanu was because he wanted to stop sit-at-home in the first place. You understand? Remember, when Soludo came into power, there was nothing. He never talked about Nnamdi Kanu. He never talked of seeing Nnamdi Kanu. His first mission was his any sit-at-home. He did this thing, went to church and said sit-at-home has ended. The next Monday, the sit-at-home were Bubaraba. So that was when he now remember there was somebody that they called Nnamdi Kanu. Do you remember? You know, all these things, we keep record of it. It was when the sit-at-home tied up. That was when he now remembered that there was somebody called Nnamdi Kanu. He now went to DSS to see him. So in the intention, the original purpose, it was never about Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm telling you, Nnamdi Kanu is never the priority of any Southeastern politician because they know that Nnamdi Kanu can never compromise. They are trying to compromise him. He will not compromise. So because he will not because he will not compromise on Biafra, they will not be able. They will stop at nothing to prevent the federal government from releasing him unless they are put on their toes. But right now there is no pressure. Tell me any politician in the Southeast who is under any pressure from the people. None of them. They are not under any pressure. So why do you think they will fight for Nnamdi Kanu release? Why do you think they will talk about Asari Dokubo? They know what is happening.
What do we do now?
The Southeasterners are not doing enough. They are not putting their papers on this. They not even use this. I'm not even talking about riots now. I'm not talking about protests now. You are not even seeing people speaking up. You are not even seeing NGOs in Southeast speaking up to say, what is our representative doing? Why do we have none of them is speaking up? They are just honestly, let me be frank with you. People may insult me or not insult. I think Southeastern people are the weakest people in Nigeria. That's the truth. I'm telling you, this cannot happen in Yoruba land. And people will keep quiet. Yeah, it cannot happen. It cannot happen in Yoruba and people will keep quiet. I used to think Igbo people are very, very, brave. But honestly, I'm beginning to think otherwise, honestly. That's
all right, sir. Look at the situation. Yeah. Do you think because of this agitation and a lot of people were not interested in election, that is why they don't even send the politicians, they don't even mind what they do, they just abandon everything? At the end now, this thing, look at it, is turning against everybody. Because I think because of agitation, a lot of people have abandoned politics. They have abandoned politicians. And what do you think about it? Do you think that apart from national issue, national election, when it comes to your own, who represents you, who governs you in your state, I think we should not play with it. You know why? Anybody imposed on you is going to do the will of someone who imposed it on you.
On this one, Okocha, right? On this one, Okocha, we have completely different opinion on it. As far as I'm concerned, there's no longer election in Nigeria since the advent. In fact, it was bad, but since Tinubu came in, the only person that will win, they will pronounce not win. The only person that they will pronounce winner now is somebody that's Tinubu or APC or they are this thing, approve of. And when you go and check, the people that got in from Labour Party. How many of them now are still in Labour Party?
Most of them have defected to APC. But do you
So,
think
so
that
the truth is that yes, the truth is that for me, it's just waste of time. Really talking about say this thing. Let's vote let's vote to people in. It's not by who you vote. It's not. We have all seen it. It's not about the election. It's going to be worse. Now remember what this guy Tinubu said in the floor of the chamber. He said it's returning all of them. Do you know the implication of that? For a president to pronounce that I'm returning as he is the one now responsible. He's the 220 million Nigerians.
He's the INEC and everything.
He's not missing wells. He knows exactly what he's saying. So that's just a waste of time. If people should put their efforts, you understand, put their efforts in how to stop these people. It's by separation. All this thing is just wasting, delaying the doomsday. That's just the truth.
All right. This is the logic here. This is the logic. My opinion, no. I believe that what you are saying about Nigerian election, even the deaf knows about it. The blind are aware. We all are here now. I published the video up to 3 times when Tinubu went to Edo State. He says, "Do you love me? Do you love Adam Soshomon there? I am going to give Edo back to APC." And he meant what he said, and they did it. We were all watching when they posed Wike's cousin to Edo State, and they did the miracle they did to put Okpebono instead of someone who won Aswe. But that one is apart. Then, what you said is absolutely true. But do you think that some places, not all the whole places, I knew the battle the other people fought, if not because of the returning officer, is it INEC chairwoman, something like that, or who pronounced it, who refused to take bribe? I know that is why Andesoti is there. If not, Andesoti will not be there. I'm aware of that.
Now, let me just quickly say something on that. Do you agree with me that it was not only because of the battle that the people fought, it was just because of that woman? The people fought would have been wasted if not for that woman that was willing to sacrifice her life. Because I'm telling you, that thing could have cost her life. I
think so. But what about like a state like Anambra? Do you think that because someone they were projecting, even what is it called, the senior president Akpabio told us that Ifeanyi Oba was the person they were projecting to. He said Ifeanyi Oba supposed to be the next governor. In other words, just imagine their plan. But the man, I don't know, it is God that giveth life. The man have passed away. Then, do you think that, because Anambra is very crucial now.
No, if there is still election, if Biafra dictators, if they are serious, there should be no election in Anambra State. But if there is still election in Anambra State, Soludo will still win.
Why do you think Soludo will still win? Because APC doesn't.
No, as far as Anambra State is concerned, right? It will look like magic for you to remove for Abga to lose Anambra State at this present moment. It will look like magic.
Why do you think so? But they don't have senators, they don't have House of Rep like that, they don't have House of Assembly like that.
Yes, but it's not it's the states. It's the states this thing. So right now, if you want to really do election in Anambra State, how many people will vote for? If they want to vote for APC, that one is too clear.
Not even for APC.
It's too glaring. It's too glaring. But for me, if the Biafra agitators are serious, there should be no election in Anambra State. They should use Anambra State to set an example.
Okay, but you know why I'm saying this? If, for example, now I'm the person of Soludo, that is why I'm saying it. Let me just be blunt to you. I think the man has been doing so many things that I personally don't like, and I think people don't like it. Okay, the man has been, especially the way he's handling the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, the issue of insecurity, trying to play holy. He don't like listening to people. And I'm not trying to talk about political aspect of it too. Like last year when he was writing later that an Igbo man cannot be president, Obi should go and sit down, doing all those things. I'm not even talking about those ones. But the way he's handling the issues of agitation, it doesn't make sense at all.
No, the thing is this, right? Any politician right now that is serving under the present structure of Nigeria, I'm not in support of them. They can never do well. It's just Alessoti is just by the way. You understand? Under this system of Nigeria is designed to fail. There are so many loopholes of how you can escape. When they design the law and they set up loopholes where people who still can remove. You understand? Look at the former Anambra State governor. You understand? So
Okay.
they design
Okay, now.
everything and they set up the loophole. So any person serving under this system, you understand? For me, it's a fraudulent system. So I'm not interested in this system that we're still talking about. It's a wasted system. What I'm interested in is a complete change of system. If the country cannot break up, if there is regional this thing, good. Each region has their own this thing. But the country will break up. That's why I'm so disappointed in most of this agitation, this division, this money mongering that is going on. If there is an election, Anambra State election if there is an Anambra State election and it's conducted and they voted somebody in, they should not forget about Biafra. All these people talking Biafra, these people that have been supporting, they should not even talk anything about Biafra again. Because if you say you declare a country and you declare a country, inside that country they are conducting election and you have an army, to me it's just a waste of time and this thing. That is not this thing, it's a waste of effort and time. It's so unfortunate that Finland got into this thing, blackmail against their own citizens.
Okay.
It's so unfortunate.
All right. What do you have to say about this issue of the northern Nigeria, challenge with Tinubu because of the Niger Republic's president allegation that Tinubu is colluding with terrorists like Nakurawa and Boko Haram to destabilize their country, to blow up their pipeline funded by France, that France has given Tinubu some amount of money?
Nobody will doubt that kind of claim now. We've all listened to people who should know. We've listened to T.Y. Dajuma, who was former chief of army staff of Nigeria, explaining to us what was happening, how the military was colluding with terrorists. He supported, they provided their cover. T.Y. Dajuma said it. We'll listen to Commander Kunle Olawumi, where he explained in details what is going on, telling you that city governors under Buhari, ministers, that they were sponsors, House of Assembly members that they were sponsors of this thing. We know. We remember when Saudi Arabia provided lists. Until today, they kept it from us of terrorists that they arrested in their country. So, and again, we've seen France. All the countries that France said they have been providing security for. The more they say they provide this security for, the more insecurity in the country, the more terrorism in the country. So how can you say you have military base in the country, you are protecting the country, yet the terrorism in the country will increase? Why will Chad be expelling you? As what's it called? Burkina Faso. Mali, all of them were waiting. How managed now? Let you day. So we know. I 100% we agree with what this guy do. And again, before a president, a whole military president will come out and say something. You think he don't have the details? He has the details. But for me, I think it's a good one for us. This may even be an advantage for Nigeria to break up peacefully, because the core north. Let me not say north. The core north, all those south, northwest and northeast. They will pick a Niger Republic than Southern Nigeria, because they are more inclined to Niger Republic. So anything that affects Niger Republic, in fact, they will sabotage Nigeria government if Nigeria was to fight Niger Republic. They will sabotage Nigeria both in the military, in the police, in the air force.
When the Niger coup happened, you saw what transpired. When France was luring Tinubu into aggression with the Nigerian. The northern Nigeria people are the people who stood firmly against the decision of Tinubu to carry out airstrike against this military leader. So I saw everything.
That would have turned the entire Sahel region into a war zone.
But the man is not listening.
Let me quickly say this, Kucha. You know that the disadvantage of having a president who has so many baggages, who is compromised, is what is happening to Nigeria now. Because right now, you do not know what France has on Tinubu. Okay. You do not already. We've heard that it's an asset to America. Now, obviously, so Tinubu will be willing to do anything France wants, because you don't know what they have on him. You understand? So, but for me, I think it's going to be a win-win for us, because at the end of the day, this may push Nigeria to the brink. Because for me, let me be frank with you, Tinubu, as bad as he is still 100%. For me, it's still 100% better than it would have. Even if it was Obi will not have been able to take the decision that Tinubu will take now. I am telling you.
Tinubu is stubborn now.
Yeah, Obi will not be able to take this. Obi will be down to the tune of what the Fulani will want. And Tinubu is stubborn. This task bill alone, if he carry it through, is enough to break Nigeria up. I am telling you. So
and Tinubu is not ready to withdraw the tax bill.
Yes. So he should push it ahead. So if they come to that point, it may get to that point where they will say, oh, okay, we would rather just form this. I think they wanted to even make a Niger, another state in northern Nigeria. So let them just, they will just convert it and add it to their listing and form their own country, which is fine. But for what I'm seeing, I think it's a good one. The more Tinubu is making this move he's making with France, the more northern Nigeria will be angry with Tinubu, and it may even help to break up Nigeria peacefully without actual war.
But I have a problem with the African presidential system, my brother. The issue is that I don't know the population of Nigeria, but I'm sure we'll be up to 200 million to 220 million or thereabout. And I am so surprised that a country like France don't need the consent of 200 million plus people. They only need the president. Once the president put his pen, they discuss in a room, they will decide the destiny of over 2 million people. I am trying to understand this. If France is coming to mine our mineral resources, all those things, so no legislation on it, nobody to talk about it. We are just hearing on media that Tinubu went to France. And the next thing, look at what makes me laugh that very day. I requested for this paper and I got it. And when I read through it, where is the document? The one they used to snap picture, that is this one. So when I read through it, I say, wait a minute. The presidency is against the people. How can you go through this decision of inviting people, agreeing people to come to your country and start mining with the terms and conditions involved? The people who owns the land don't know. The governors are not aware. Nobody is aware. You make the decision. You sign with your minister of, is it minister of, I don't know, minister of foreign affairs, something like that. You did everything you did and you just return back and you come. We are hearing it from the news that the French people are coming to start mining. This is not acceptable now.
You know,
the country is not run like
of Nigeria. The president of Nigeria is the most powerful president in the world, as far as I'm concerned. And again, even the powers that he has for assembly, in fact, on this Akpabio parliament is as good as a branch of the executive arm. The executive arm is not doing anything. So anything that the president wants, even the legislator, they are not even playing their role at all. Again, you can see that the judiciary is another part, is another arm now of the executive. Tinubu has successfully used Wike to buy over the judiciary. So any decision that he wants, he's building houses for them. So anything he wants them to do is what they will do. So that's why you cannot really take it. The power, our executive are the most powerful in the whole world. So you can take any decision on 220 million Nigerians and it will be binding on us. Just like now, you are here now, you're the first say be Christian. As far as I'm concerned, even brother Johnny Papi, you are from an Islamic country. Okocha, you are from an Islamic country, whether you like it or not. You don't know.
Johnny Papi is no longer in Nigeria. He flee. After Biafra war, he flee. Papi is not in this country.